I'm pretty lazy. I can be cheap too, so I like to get as much mileage I can out of my fishing line. And this reel here I used all last year. This line is all weather beaten and white. It's lost its color, but the line underneath that is brand new. It's barely seen the light of day. So what I'll do is I'll reel this line directly onto one of my new reels here, and when you get to the end of it, it'll be brand new line. You can't even tell that you've reused that. Okay, this is the old line. It's weather beaten, it's limp, it's lost its color, but underneath all this, it never got out into the light of day, so the line is perfectly good, and I'll reel this old stuff first onto the new reel, and then what's remaining is good line. You can never tie braid directly to an aluminum spool. It will just slip. It won't bite, and you'll think that your drag's broken, unless it has these little holes in here. And what I do is I put the line in through the line guide, and I'll actually pass it through two of the holes, and then tie a quick little half hitch knot. So if it can just cooperate here.
Yeah, that little thread on the end of the braid is killing you.
I gotta cut that off.
I think we've all been there.
See, it's key to get some nice, good cutters. Okay, that'll help. Sometimes give it a little lick. And I'll go in. It's actually a nice reel.
So walk me through what you're doing there again.
Okay, so I'm going in one of the holes and out another one, and then I'm going to tie it. There we go. Do a little half hitch. It's kind of cheating. So now I don't have to use a backing. This braided line is going to bite just fine.
Now I've heard some comments from people that that's not really the proper way of doing things. Do you have any insight on that?
Hey, if it works for you, do it.
All right.
It works for me. I don't really.
Yeah,
care.
because when I bought my first bait caster, I put a whole whack of mono on there first.
Yeah,
but that's much.
Yeah, I do that too. But now that won't slip. So I'll start reeling it in, and you'll see.
So you're bringing that line off of your old reel from last year.
Yeah.
Are there anything else aside from winding that on there that we
No,
should be
all I've
watching
done
out for?
is I've taken the old reel. It's actually engaged right now, but I loosened the star drag right to 0. So that's actually coming off with a little bit of tension.
Okay.
It's just not free spooling. It's free spooling, and then I have my fingers just pinched around the line as it goes in, and now I'll just reel it in, and the level line on the new reel is going to do the work for me. Just keep it nice and tight. And like I said, this is way easier than actually taking it off a new spool. So I will do this. Sometimes even before tournament days, I'll sit down and do this. And watch as I get further along here, this line is going to start to turn more green because that's the new nice line coming out.
Let me get a shot of that line in there. Let's see what happens here.
So,
Now, it kind of seems to me also that, is it true? Like, I kind of feel when I'm using braided line and I have a nice old line on there, it kind of feels better than brand new.
You'll start to see the new line's coming out now. The new line gets really rigid, and it is a little bit harder to see how it's kind of holding its memory more. It gets a little bit harder to use, and you'll start to like that old line, but once it gets really old, it's phrased, it's no good for anyone.
Yeah.
So see how dark that's getting? That's basically brand new line that I didn't even get a cast out with. Look at that. That looks brand new.
That's awesome.
And this is Spiderwire Stealth that's on here right now. It's gonna get, and I've probably had this on all summer. My old reel's turning a bit on me. It doesn't matter. And we're almost done. There we go.